Just sort of business as usual here. Daddy Loader getting, I think that's the last boomalope that was out there. And I told Capio to haul in these hops that were up here because they've just been sitting for a bit. They're starting to get in rough shape. A little bit of psychoid up there now. But he should be getting around to it. Compact steel, where? Oh, I think I knew about that. Good lot of it there. Alpaca is back up walking around. It's not ours yet. It's just, well, visiting. I'm hoping it stays inside this safe, comfortable temperature area. So it's just more easily tameable. And there's Capio finishing up the hauling. Good stuff. And the leather, which honestly could probably just stay there, but meh. So, little me, can you not interacted with too recently, and you're heading down there for these guys? No heat stroke yet. Doing pretty good. How far away is this now? Yeah, not too bad. They're still hanging. Oh, good. They're still hanging out in this area, and heat wave's over now. So, Muffalo. There was, yeah, this guy's still here. Let's try to tame him. He's by himself, so if he retaliates, it's just him. The group's still up there. They were hanging out like in the corner last night. I was afraid they would leave first thing in the morning. Their comfortable temp is pretty high, but they take off a little early. But 3 over there, that's not too far away, I guess. Yes! We got one! Just home. Yeah, that was for just random shit that joined. Standard home region could be okay. Though, let's clear the allotted area for animals. Pause this real quick just to prevent any sort of issue. And you're allowed in this area, as well as down there. So you can hang out where the food is, not where the growing is, not in any bedrooms. You got that area, this area for a little bit of grass or whatever. That'll be alright, I think. We'll go with that. And taking potatoes for the muffalo, I presume. This is a big one. And I think muffalo, you just bring them along with on the caravan and they just kind of automatically turn into a pack animal. I think. Maybe you need to teach them hauling or something. I'm not really sure. No, you can't. So I don't know. We'll see. %. All right. And our alpaca, there you are. We'll teach you obedience and release, sure, why not? Just for the animal practice. And some more Tupperware, just so we have it. Doing it forever. Don't really need it forever, actually. We have a bunch. Oh well. Do a tailoring bench and actually make like proper decent clothing with it, but I never built a workshop. Hey little me. Why are you over there? No empty accessible spot. Oh, you're killing me. There you go. Yes. And zone area, clear the home region. Well, yeah, same thing. Just so you're not on the other side of that wall. Otherwise, just expand it, connect it up a bit. There you go. Cool. And getting a shitload of steel. Awesome stuff. How's your mining doing nowadays? 11. Good stuff. With that steel, I'm tempted to do sort of a wall type thing, but see, that's the trick, is doing any sort of construction here. I'm not sure if it's worth it, because I intend to leave soon-ish. I don't know exactly when. How heavy is steel? Do we know? 0.5 per? So that right there is 300 kilograms of steel. $94. Oh yeah, because of parasites. Oh yeah. So if I had you haul, you gather up not 94 of it. Okay. Well, okay. That's still handy for moving, I guess. Typically this relates to how much you can haul as well, but meh. Okay. Well, still though. We'd need a few muffalo just for that steel there. Unless we turn the steel into like steel dining chairs, maybe those are a little lighter. I don't know. Steel dining chair. Mass 5 kilograms, which infers 10 steel, but they cost 75 or 60 steel to do. So, meh. Could do, I guess. We need to clean up a little bit. Holy shit, clean real quick. Can't clean that. Comfy, I guess. Sitting on an alpaca on a stool. Nice. Yeah, it's just mostly waiting. I'm kind of afraid to do too much because we intend to leave, so could be doing fine meals. Because Daddy Loader, your skill is 7. So you know what? Simple meals don't use meat. So save the meat for the fine meals, of which you make 10 of. But unpause when we're at 3. Good? Cool. Come on, little me. Pretty much just waiting on you to get your muffalo so we can head out at pretty much any moment. It's just a matter of getting enough carry capacity for it. That's literally it. I don't know if alpacas can help haul, or rhinos maybe. I mean, just throw a couple saddlebags on them. There you go. 225. Handling skill 8 though. They're pretty tricky. Jade. I'll leave you to it. Let's, for now, build some basic defense, just in case. Sort of a standard thing here. At least standard for me. We can use it as cover, but attackers can't really, if they're attacking us and we have to fall back, they can't really use these. They could use these middle bits, I suppose, still, so there you go. Because they can't stand on saddlebags, or the sandbags. They can't stand on sandbags to shoot, so they can't really use this as cover. So it provides us with cover, but not them if they're, you know, if we have to fall back. And then you could always do traps too along the outside, but I'll hold off on that for now. We'll wall that up. And this whole area up here, this area is just, it's so not really defensible at all. I guess. We'll cut into our heel route a little bit, but meh. Okay, and they could still come from like this far right area, so those we might just wall off. There. I guess. It'll do for now. Just to force them to come up a bit. Well, then again, it is nice being able to pick them off as they come, so if anything, I want to wall that or something. No, we'll leave it like that. It's something. And I think, whoops, crafting spot. I think for this, we'll just do until you have, yeah, we have 11 of them. Jeez. Maintain a few. So we're plenty okay with that. Research, how are we doing? Still working on it. Almost got it, kind of. KBO's doing a lot of hauling, I think. Oh yeah, the growing, and then hauling, I think, and then research, right? Yeah. Harvesting potato. Okay. Little me, when you're done there, I'll have you haul the herbal medicine in. Hey, got it. It's obedient. Well done. And fine meal, just in case you don't know. Positive mood. Yum, yum, yum. It just requires you to have a mix of meat and veg, so if you've got a pretty cool farm, which is easy to do nowadays, and a little bit of hunting going on, it's definitely something to do. And it looks like you're just kind of auto-hauling, so maybe I'll leave you to it. Okay, the steel, though. Where to put the steel? I'm kind of okay with where it is, so I'd like to do just... It's just, if you need steel, it's a bit of a trek sometimes, but it saves us a lot of hauling. There. So it's critical importance for just steel. And we'll copy the settings. Stockpile. That stuff's kind of far away. We'll move that into here. And that stuff way up there. We'll move to, I guess, there. A little easier. So don't really worry about it being here. I get to take it out, yeah. While you're up there, and while it's on my mind, herbal medicine, get that out of there. KPO's already on it mostly. Okay, cool. KPO though, I'm gonna put you back on research. Is everybody still set for using medicine? Yeah, for the most part, okay. It's best care all around, that's fine. There, because I felt a bit bad about taking the growing zone. So we can reset that. Awesome. And it's just shimmied over a bit, which is still fine. And if you don't know, it's just the walls give you best cover. The sandbags slow them down a bit, having them layered like this. Literally just to prevent them from using this as cover if we end up falling back. But the bit in front just to slow them down a little bit. Traps out front is kind of ideal, but traps I also like putting along the mountains, because when they come in from the edge of the map, if they move, you could, I won't do it because everybody's sleeping, but you can draft somebody, just like pause the game, draft somebody, tell them to move just to the edges of the map and see which routes they take from your base to the edges of the map. That'll probably be the route that attackers take, and it'll often follow the side of mountains because it's the rough sandstone and the rough rock down there. It's got the higher walk speed than dirt and all that. So they tend to prioritize sides of mountains. So that makes it a really good spot to put traps. So anybody attacking here, they'll come in from this angle. So you could just put traps here, 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 there, and it'd be just fine. And if you really want to be sneaky about it, you could either give chunks for cover or sandbags, just something basic, nothing fantastic, to try to encourage attackers to run over and use that as cover, and then trap the route along the way and trap the cover. If you want to be sneaky. It's a pretty heavy steel investment because it's 60 per trap, I think. 70 per trap. But it's worth it. 60 damage. 60 damage. It's insane. If this thing trips, it'll probably take somebody down in one shot. Really good. You can do it out of blocks. It's not quite as strong, but still pretty effective. And wood isn't really worth doing, in my opinion. 18. Ugh. I mean, if you like really need a blanket an area, then maybe, but... A shaman merchant from Orange Port Pois Rogo. Adam, see, look at the they got pack muffle. I want that. I want that. Ooh, they got some good stuff. Psychic Shock Lance, Insanity Lance, a Soothe Pulsar. Good stuff, man. So like this is a pretty good spot here. If they attack from the right, if they follow up this wall, they'll probably just go along this edge, so I could trap that up pretty heavily. Which I think I'll do. Doing it in every other spot, because if you have sandbags like this, once they crawl over the first one, all adjacent things, they move through at full speed. And that continues until they have to climb down, in quotes. And I think traps are like that too. If you have a whole row of traps, it won't roll for every single trap. I think. I don't know. It's something the Medieval Times bot told me about, and I was like, huh, I don't think that's a thing. But it turns out it's a thing. And yeah, so little gap between. Our talker being Daddy Loader still. Cool, cool. Maybe we can sell some of our travelware. That'd be nice. No, of course not. God damn it. Apparently we have 3 pemmican. We'll just sell that real quick. Smoke leaf, we can sell most of that. The wake up will sell. And cool. So that's about it. I mean, they got golden plasteel, which is actually, I do need that for the multi-analyzer at some point, but I always forget how much of which. It's like 50 gold, 20 plasteel, or 50 plasteel, 20 gold, something like that. I never remember. But we'll sell a little more than that, because I'm sure we can probably wrap some more smoke leaf pretty soon. So there you go. Yeah, it'll be a few days. Ah, well. But yeah, this is about the best I can come up with as far as not doing kill zones, yet still being able to defend yourself slightly, somewhat. Mix that up with some turrets, like... Sandbags don't really help very much with turrets, but you'll catch my drift. And then just turret here. So they have to come around and they have to like backpedal to actually get to the turret. So the turret's shooting at them, we're shooting at them. There's no cover anywhere. You could trap the corner here, the route they'll take. Trap these sandbags, so it at the very least fucks up the melee and prevents them from crashing your position. Which is, you know, that's what you want. They'll likely use those bits as covers, so we'll trap those. As far as down here goes, they could use these as covers, so we'll trap those. I mean, that's hundreds of steel that I'm using for those right now. Really adds up fast. Minor break risk on Daddy Loader. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. And we can go ahead and we'll steel door that. So Capio can still get in and out easily. Up here, don't really need it. We got the path along the right side. And down here, we don't need any doors or anything like that. I guess floor concrete. Oops. Oh, I guess it still works, kinda. There, just... a basic road. Is there anything else I could have you crafting rather than stone? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's useful to have that. I wonder. Maybe hunt? You want to hunt, Daddy Loader? Feel like hunting? Yeah, he could hunt. He could hunt. Let's have him hunt. I don't know what to really hunt. Oh, right. Yeah, don't follow. Things to hunt. There you go, there's an ostrich to hunt. Some small game to hunt. Just stuff that, if it retaliates, not a huge issue. You should be okay. And it's good target practice for you. Get that shooting skill up to something worthwhile, you know. Yeah, I got you guys napping maybe a bit too much. Which, speaking of which, Daddy Loader, I never did set you up You need a little nap too. Good. Not really sure about using machine pistol to hunt squirrels, but yeah. Again, it is shooting practice. Ever so slowly. Ever so slowly. Good God. Hey, microelectronics. Okay. So now, let's go straight for gun turrets. However, we can now do... I need to mine some components, which... Down there's a bit. Over there's a bunch. We have a new research table to do. High-tech research bench, because it has 100% research speed, whereas simple research bench only 60? Yeah, 60. So 40% faster research. And out of steel plays, not silver. Downside of this is it is quite larger, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Steel wall. Yeah, why not? Save the wood. Smooth the floor, make it look nice. Get the steel dining chair in there. Or, at the rate we're going, maybe even a squirrel skin armchair. Haul that out of there. Get a lamp in there. Just reinstall that, actually, that'll be fine. And that. There you go. And then... Oops. That can reach, but this can't, I don't think. So either way, we'll need to shoot some power over. That should reach. Both copy and cancel. No, still, well, I mean, it's not taking that into consideration, but it goes out 1, 2, 3 tiles. Yeah, that, it's kind of cutting it close. I'll just, there you go. That'll be all right. Good job, Daddy Loader. Good hunt. Could also do the research for making pemmican at some point, I guess. That'd help out with the journey. Or the MREs, the packet survival meals. Kratz, are you at 5 yet? You are. Nice. Try it. Oh, I got a scroll in there. Oops. We'll try it. KPO. At least blueprint this. I need to get Gambit to mine rather than construct. Because we need to catch up on that, and I need components for this cool bench. Components in general, really. So let's cancel all that steel for now. Some components up there to get, the components over there to get. Looking for any other mining locally. Looks like no. Okay. So really the only thing that I could do is mine this out and make it look a little nicer. But I think I might pass. It doesn't need to be anything too fancy. This should be fine. And then this can be deconstructed, turned into just one large prison. Just get rid of the door. Build a copy of the lamp down there. Deconstruct this. Get rid of that bench. Turn this into non-prisoner. It's just called a hospital bed for now, so nobody uses it on accident. Because if I have this as a prison, we get rid of this and the door, this entire area will then become a prison. We won't cook, we won't eat here. It's a big issue. Freezer's doing plenty okay nowadays. It's only during the heat waves it gets a little iffy. I wish Daddy Loader would clean. I'd have him clean instead of doing the hunting.